American Murder, Gabby Petito. Now, this story unfolded in front of all of us on national television. From the time Gabby went missing to the time that she was found, to them searching for Brian, her fiance, Brian Laundrie. So we all knew a lot. We knew a lot because it was happening, the police body cam footage and all that stuff. And if you don't know the story, I'm sorry. I don't want to go into it because the doc is going to do that for you a lot. But there were a few things about this docuseries that was good, because initially I was like, do I want to watch it? Because the trailer was showing stuff that I already knew or I had already seen, and I'm like, oh, they're just regurgitating like they do with the John Benet Ramsey shit all the time. Do I really want to sit through this again? But I'm glad I did, because there were some elements that were good about this. The first thing was the body cam footage that we had seen on the news was only snippet, was a very small piece to the body cam footage. This docuseries gives you the entirety of that body cam footage, and it's so eye-opening. It's eye-opening from the perspective of how the police perceived what was going on, to the frame of mind that Gabby had, and also the frame of mind behind Brian, and the conversations they had with him, which they didn't really show that on the news. So that was very interesting. The other thing is they released text messaging that I had never knew about or had any knowledge of, that was transpiring between her and her family and friends. So that was very interesting. It also does paint a really good picture of how complex their relationship actually was, and how Gabby really was a type of person that probably should not have been living a nomad life. She really probably needed to be a little bit more connected with her friends and family than she really was. And I sense that sort of loneliness in a lot of like her blogging and wanting to put on that happy face at all times. And that probably didn't do her any good, of being out there and living that sort of life. I don't think that was probably for her. Now, the other thing that comes up is the Petito family is very involved in this docuseries. Obviously, the Laundrie family, the mother and father specifically of Brian, did not participate in this docuseries, and I could understand why, with all the muckety muck that they were causing. And, you know, some of the stuff is sort of disgusting when you learn about some of the things that I didn't know about, and you probably did not know about. So when you get to those pieces of the film where it's like coming to an end and it's a conclusion of the whole story, there are some things that come to light that are just like mind-boggling to me. Now, one of the things is I did read online that they did use AI to sort of inject Gabby Petito's voice into some of this. So just know that is in there as well, which I didn't mind it. I wasn't turned off by it or anything like that. So, but it did allow you to see her in this really complex way. It's a very sad story all around. And I also love that the Petitos are turning this around and really trying to do something with it, and being an advocate for women and people that are being abused or in violent situations. They are, paying it forward in the wonderful work that they're doing in the name of their daughter. So, it's worth a whirl if this true crime story interests you. There are some tidbits that are worth watching it for. It's out on Netflix.